Welcome to Heart and Soul with J and V, Julie Chan and Vickie Luna Miller. We are diving deeper into your spirituality to awaken your heart and soul. Thanks for joining us.
Love that. I love your background.
Yes. I wanted to show you. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, so we talked about this in the last show, right? We talked about how changing the energy, right? And how much it feels, just tapping into it. It feels so like expansive and bright and happy. How do you feel sitting there?
I love it. So I actually had tried, because you said to paint the walls. And so one of my friends actually texted right after we got off last Friday. And she said, yes, Julie, paint the walls.
And did you do
fuchsia. We both love fuchsia. Okay, I should show you over there on the wall. I did go to the paint store and buy some paint, and I painted this whole dab of fuchsia, and my kids were like horrified. They were like, what are you doing? You're gonna ruin the wall. So they finally talked me out of painting the whole room a bright fuchsia and navy, and like we were gonna do the ceiling and some navy. And they were like, and my middle daughter, who is the total artist, was like, Mom, I'm thinking that you should do wallpaper. It can be pink, but it needs to be classy. So that's going to take a little more time. But then I came to my senses too, and I realized like this kind of a shot with us, it's only going to capture just a few feet around. So I could use color. Hello, I
love it. I love the heart medicine. So you brought heart medicine in. I love that. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Yes. I first did green, because green is really good, right? What does green symbolize? Okay, so I did the green, and then yeah, I was trying to copy this picture, and I'm not sure how it went, but it felt really good to make a big heart and use lots of color.
So I was so excited. For those of you that don't know, so green is actually your heart chakra, which is all about love, obviously. And we're focusing on love in my Manifesting Magic group. So that's perfect. I love that. And I love the pink, and I love the brightness. And I love that you change, and just changing that energy, like, has probably shifted things in your life. Has it?
Totally. Yes, totally. The Spectrum guy came on Monday. Okay, so I was really worried last Friday about the fact that I wouldn't have good Wi-Fi and I wouldn't be able to do all my interviews this week. And they all went off without a hitch because the Spectrum guy came on Monday, Vickie. And I stood there with him, and good thing I handled it myself and didn't leave it to anybody else. And he kept talking, and I was like, okay, so what else can we do? And what else can we do? And finally, he was like, well, you could upgrade the whole thing, and you can make sure you get Wi-Fi. And I was like, that is what I'm doing.
You took back the power, which we're going to be talking about. You step into your power and take it back.
Yes.
Let's talk about power.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Let's talk about power. Well, and hey, we now see some people here live. Well, first of all, too, I wanted to tell you, when I was hearing about your kids, and a lot of parents here as mothers, you know, I have 5, so I get the whole mom thing. And especially when mom wants to come in and do her thing, and then we actually give our power to our children. So I heard for you while you were working on that, you know, and this is especially hard for a mom, is being like, no, this is what I need. I want this space. I want to do this. So just remember that for you. Don't get approval from your children or your husband or anybody else, because that's like letting somebody else be in there, taking your power away. And so let's talk about power, because we all do it, especially because that's the way we're trained, and we're moms, and we want to, you know, be the everything for everyone. And so part of taking your power back is really going and honoring your own heart center, which is really hard for a lot of people, you know, and we give power away by saying, oh, my husband did this, or the government does this, or, you know, this person does this, or my friend did this. And so it's so much easier to blame. Oh, it's so much easier to blame people. It's so much easier. And and I've been there, done that. I've been in a very abusive, you know, I was married to a narcissist. So I gave my power away, and it was me giving my power away. And so once you start realizing, like, wow, where am I, you know, what about me? Like, what about how I feel? Because that's when you're actually living authentically, is by bringing your power back and not blaming others. So actually, when you blame others, you're giving that power away. And not saying, you know, a lot of us, we all have things like, right, especially right now with the government, oh, the government does this, you know, and that's actually when you take your power away. So bringing your power back to you is actually being very authentic with your heart center. Is just saying, and not saying like you can pick and choose, especially with your children, like you pick and choose the things that you want to do, but the more energy, every energy is either taking from you or feeding you energy. Everything is. So everybody has energy cords. Everything has energy. Business, you know, everything in your life has an energy. And so you want to look at it and say, am I getting powered by this, or is it taking my power away? And where am I really, just for example, because I'm feeling that some people here want to start businesses, especially women. And you might want to, I just had my radio show this morning on the Great Awakening right now. So a lot of women are actually stepping into their power right now. And it feels really weird because they've been doing that role, staying at home, being the glue for everybody, for their, you know, for their husband, for their kids, and just being this glue for everything. And now they're like, wait a minute, I want to do something myself. Like, what about me? You know, and now they feel guilty. So a lot of guilt will come up too, because they're like, I'm starting to feel more powerful. I want to feel powerful. And your power actually really means just feeling safe and being in that energy of, I'm going to take back my power. I'm going to take control of my life, taking that driver's seat and taking that driver range and say, okay, this is all my responsibility for me to be happy, you know, for me to do the things that I want to do. And I feel like you've been
right. And making your own decisions and having confidence about the decisions you make,
yeah.
right?
It's not like you took power with the whole Wi-Fi thing. Instead of just waiting around, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm gonna take action, whether it's action, literally action, or energetically, or talking to somebody. But you took action. You took your power back, and I bet you it felt great. Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
I can see it, and you can always tell. And the other people that people don't realize too is just changing your body language will change your energy into power. Being the energy healer for so many years, I see this all the time in energy alignment. I can actually read somebody by their posture, and think about it. Their posture, if you're like this, you know, you feel powerless. You're actually protecting.
Yeah, I still need to get better.
Yeah, so it's getting in that, and we all know those people that walk in the room and we're like, whoa, they're pushing me back with power. They're very, you know, powerful. And I think also a lot of people have some powerful women, especially. A lot of people think they're bitches. They're like, oh my God, that lady's a bitch because she's really powerful. There's a lot of judgment that goes around that energy, you know? Yeah, right. Yeah. So absolutely. I'm sure you've experienced that because you have, where you live, you have a lot of stuff there.
Well, I have experienced that just in the workplace, and it's true. And so I think what happens with that is when you see somebody so powerful and so like confident and strong, I think it sometimes makes others want to go a little smaller and not step into that power because they don't want to seem as threatening as the people they think
exactly
of when they
think of
power.
I remember God, Martha Stewart. I remember Martha Stewart. I haven't seen her much recently, but back in the day when Martha Stewart was, I mean, she was a powerful businesswoman. She told you what to do, like she whipped everybody in shape, and I thought it was amazing, you know, but a lot of people said that she was a horrible, I heard all these names and judgment just because she was in her power. And so a lot of people, I think it makes them think that if, oh my God, your flower just, okay, so I'm a medium.
Oh my gosh, is that, I was wondering what that noise was. I thought like the whole thing was going to come crashing on me.
Look, it's still doing it. Okay, so I'm a medium. So there's definitely your grandmother behind there. So anyways, she just came in. That was pretty funny. So when people step into their power, they think, especially women, and you know, men too, but more women than we are men. You know, they think like that means then I'm not nice, or that thing, you know, they put a whole bunch of energy around it, or they know somebody that is very powerful and successful, and that person might be, in their words, not the energy they want to be. And so I think a lot of people like shy away from their power, you know, because they're like, I want to be this nice, sweet person. And it doesn't mean when you're in your power, you're not nice or sweet. It means that I love the word confidence. I love how you said that, because confidence is everything. As you know, confidence is, you can tell when that person comes in. And the other thing I wanted to bring up too, when I saw, because I already saw this kind of on you, is always shining your, like, you're so bright. You have such a bright energy, you know? And so you go to shine it, but then like, it's like, can I shine my light? And a lot of people have that. And actually, I'm going to bring up past lives here. A lot of people have been killed in past lives, or a lot of people have been made smaller, even in this lifetime. Like when they're, you know, smaller, like they're like, you can't do that. You have to fit into society. You can't let your light shine. And so it becomes very scary to step into that power, because you're conditioned to believe that I'm not allowed to shine brightly. You know, I have to do what other people do. I'm sure you, because I feel like you've probably experienced that.
Like specifically, like I was told, like, you already are too bright, like, just, you need to calm down, you need to get smaller. And I was like young, and I didn't understand what that meant. And now that I have 3 daughters, like, when would I ever tell them, be smaller, don't be noticeable, be quiet, like, don't follow your dreams, like,
right? So your mom didn't tell you that, or your mom or your dad?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely heard it in my life, you know, like I remember wanting to try out to be a Rose Court princess. That's kind of a big deal here in the Pasadena area. And, you know, friends of mine were like, oh, you should buy, you know, they kind of thought that maybe I could be that token Asian girl chosen to be a princess. So they said, you know, you should buy a red or blue, buy a red or royal blue dress. And, you know, I asked, can we go buy a red or royal blue dress? And I mean, in general, I was very fortunate. I always got what I wanted. And I was told, no, you don't want to be a Rose Court princess. Why would you want to shine any brighter? Why would you want that attention brought to you? You already have enough problems as it is with people being jealous of you. Like,
and I bet you that, so like, you probably had that all your life. Like, you're like, oh, I can't shine too bright. I can't be that person. I can't show my colors. I can't be that big energy, because it's scary, because you were ingrained since you're little, like, that's not okay to be like that. So how's it going now? Because look at you, you're light already, and look behind you. And once you just change that energy shift to being like, no, it's okay. But it's a habit, and it's something that a new energy to move into. So how's it going with shining your light now?
It's so much fun. I am having so much fun. And if you could see my candle, can I hold it up? Am I going to burn myself?
Oh,
I'm scared of candles. Before I met you, I told you that I don't like candles because they're going to burn down the house. Now I think it's so funny. Every time I light a candle, I think of you, and I'm like, how dumb am I? Why would I think that it's going to burn down my house?
So like, you know what? It's deeper than that. So lighting a candle is shining your light. Do you see the whole correlation here? So you did not like to light candles because that's a bright light, and it's something it's something that you're lighting, and you're lighting your fire. And so that's also, you might not know this, but subconsciously it was like, I'm not allowed to light a candle. So of course you feared it, and you feared that it would like burn down your house because you're fearing to shine your light. Does that all make sense now?
Totally. And also, I loved when you explained to me personally about a vision board. You said you have a vision board, and my cousin is watching on here now, so I want her to hear this too. Her name on here is Corey Blues. Say hi, Corey Blues. And so we were talking about the vision board. And so you asked me if I had a vision board, and I said no, because it took up too much space in my house.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, you are shrinking your light, and it's about taking up space. You are this big energy, and it's about, you didn't feel safe. You didn't feel safe on letting your energy shine. And yeah, that's where I told you to go do an even bigger one and take up a huge space in your house. Yeah. And, you know, and letting people know too, your house is huge for everything. So your house is actually a form of your energy, and you're soaking that energy all the time. And I see this especially with women more than men, is, oh, I can't do anything. My husband, you know, has the den, or my husband he likes everything so, or my husband likes this. Well, that's keeping you small and not allowing you to take place and take energy, because everything's energetically. And so all those things in your house is also energy. And so especially if you're doing with someone else, there needs to be a 50-50, or at least you need to have a room, like you said, where you can just shine your light. You can paint bright. I would tell you, I'm seeing the colors hot pink, I'm seeing yellow. I love the hot pink and yellow together. And those are like beautiful colors to really energetically shine you and put you in your power. And solar plex, actually, your solar plex is your power source.
Right.
It's your chakra, and that's yellow. And that's where we get our power. And so when you work with the color yellow, you're actually working into your power. So even just shifting and working in with the color yellow, wearing yellow, looking at yellow. I love how you brought yellow flowers. And you're actually doing that all subconsciously. You probably didn't even know that. Did you even know that?
No, it was a woman, a friend up the street showed all these beautiful pink roses online on Facebook and was delivering them to friends. And I said, oh my gosh, can I get some for my bookshelf? And she's like, I'm all out of the pink. And she showed up on my doorstep yesterday with these.
That is,
and
you
they're just
manifested them.
beautiful.
You manifested them.
So yeah.
They're beautiful. Yeah. So the yellow color would be great for you. So definitely shine your light. And I already see the difference in you. You look like, I just feel you're stepping into your power more. And it feels probably amazing. You're being more confident.
Aww. It's so exciting. Yes. It's like it's a feeling of very filled up and exciting. And as I had an interview earlier with Joan London, and it was super exciting. And she was like my lifetime inspiration. And I came off that interview and I was like screaming through my house, and my kids are like,
that is awesome.
And I'm like, oh.
So that's also a great way to get into your power too. So if you guys are new to getting in your power, like I said, the color of solar plex, working with your solar plex, also powering up your solar plex, which is your gut, which is, doing some planks at your core. So doing some planks and even starting the mantra as I am powerful. Because when you bring that mantra in, you start really becoming it. What you say, you become. So it's really important to know that. And then the other thing, like you said, where you felt so bright and you went through and you started, saying everything out loud, our voice carries an energy too. So that's awesome. You're being heard. So that's also a form of power. And everything's good. How's your kids reacting to this? I'm just wondering, because they're probably seeing a different you.
It was so funny when we were painting last night. So I was like, do you guys want to paint? And they were like, And so two of them were sitting at the table. And so I just broke out the paints and I started. And I'll be honest, like, I have never painted. I mean, the last time I can remember painting was like in the 5th grade, and I hated it because I wasn't connected to the art teacher. And so I was like, wait, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, which brush am I supposed to use? I mean, it was ridiculous. And I was like scared to paint. And so then my one daughter, who's a total artist, is like, because I was also looking at a book. I literally bought a book on how to paint. And hello, like, I just painted like the obvious. It wasn't like I painted a house. So it said to like paint the canvas white first. And I was like, this is weird. Why do you do this? And my middle daughter was like, yeah, that's what you do. And I was like, okay. And then just stroking the brush, like it's this feeling that came over me. Like, I was like, wait, this is like so fun. Am I doing it right? And I'm like, oh my God, why am I asking if I'm doing it right? Who cares? But anyway, so they're listening to this, right? Like, I'm like talking to myself, but everything I just told you, like, I'm saying out loud. And my youngest daughter, who's 10, was like, Mom, this is so weird that you're doing art. Like, you have nothing else to do.
So you're actually, when you do the art, and I love how you said you were like questioning yourself, and it's that inner critic. Actually, when you do the art, you're healing your inner child. And like you said, it just was so much fun. And you're actually healing that inner child, which makes you step into your power too. And it's letting go of that inner critic. That's all like, la, 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 la,
But it's like shocking. It's shocking. Like, for people who don't paint, you have no idea. You have to do it. Trust me, I'm not a painter. I'm not an artist, but it's like the brush, like just moving the brush. It's this feeling that comes over you. It's like,
it's so awesome. So weird. I've been doing, and I'm actually having one. I do manifesting painting parties, and I'm doing one webinar. I've been doing them for years, and you know, painting experience. Every single person that takes my workshop, it's, you know, it's for an hour or an hour and a half. Everybody paints. I talk you down and you paint your own thing. And I actually channel during the process, and then I give you a message from your painting. Actually, I'll give you a message from your painting there. And so afterwards, each person will paint their own thing. And the biggest thing is they're healing their inner child, and afterwards they manifest like this. So I'm sure that you are like on fire, like things have just started coming from manifesting from because you healed your inner child.
It's crazy. It is incredible how that works. Like, yeah, I'm amazed. And everyone should know that. Like, if you want to, I guess, like you're saying, if you want to manifest or get into that inner child, I mean, I did. There was a moment, Vickie, when I can just so vividly remember last night, like, I just hit this moment of, oh my gosh, like, this is so fun. Like, I am a child. And in that moment, my 10-year-old again said, oh my gosh, you're so excited. It's like you went back to second grade.
And so people don't realize it's so healing. And that's why I do the manifesting painting parties. And I am having one May 12th, which is next week. So if people go to my website, VickieEmanuel.com, they'll see it. But let me see your painting. Can I channel?
What day is
next
that?
Tuesday at 4 p.m. Next Tuesday
is that
at 4 p.m.
Tuesday?
Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah,
because it's so much fun. And then afterwards you're going to manifest. And I talk you through a process though. So you don't need to know how to paint, but obviously doing a webinar, you need the painting supplies. But I talk you through a process. We do like a guided meditation to get really into what you're wanting to manifest and also to heal. And then everybody will paint their own thing. It's so cool. Like, everybody paints something totally different. And I channel during the process, and then I give you a message from the painting. But I would love to, do you mind me giving you a message from this painting? Let me look at your painting. Choose one.
I would love
Let me see what was the other one too. I didn't see the other one.
Okay.
Oh my God,
I love this
gorgeous.
one more.
So just reading that energy, it's gorgeous. Both of them are gorgeous.
I love that.
So this one over here, you're coming into your femininity, which is actually the power source, which is actually left side, which is your goddess energy. So you're healing a lot of inner child. So you are going to be really like this. You probably had some childhood stuff, you know, we all have childhood stuff. So I see you healing a lot of inner child stuff. And look at the purple. So the purple is transformation and heart healing. You're going to be healing your heart, and you're going to be falling in love with yourself. That is the best thing to ever do. You're going to be loving yourself unconditionally. And then look at the yellow. The yellow is power. And I also see this new softness with you. So it's going to be interesting. I think you're going to be drawn to flowers, soft flower prints. Even I see you start wearing like flowing, silky, like what you start wearing is going to be different too. I see silky, flowing, really getting into the divine femininity, where before you might have been really bright colors, where I still feel you're going to be bright colors, but I see some softness around you. I feel like that light pink kind of color. Do you have you ever been into flowery prints or anything before, or were you pretty solid?
Oh yeah, I wear Lily Pulitzer all day long, but they're really bright. Like,
so I see that continuing, but it's going to be softer. You're going to start getting into a softer energy for yourself. Let me see the heart one too. That's from that picture. So the green is heart healing. So there's still some stuff in here, the purple transformation. So there's still some stuff that you're going to be healing, inner heart child stuff here. And I also see, interesting, you're going to start channeling. I see white light, I see spirit. So you're going to start channeling more, like getting inspiration, getting messages, getting hits, like intuitive hits. Have you already started that? Because I see this, really listening to those. When they hit you in your heart, you're like, yes, this is from spirit. This is where I'm supposed to do. So obviously I know you're really focused on career. So I feel that there's going to be a lot of new hits, new inspiration coming from your career, and it's listening to it. So in other words, if these ideas come in to what to do with your career, you're to listen to it because they are being guided by spirit, and it's really going to heal your heart. Your heart and soul is a part of your business. And so you are a part of your business. And so you really need to listen to what really lights you up. And that's where I see that going. And it's really going to be really good.
Yay! Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was so much fun. I love doing it. And I love hearing your your synopsis
Yeah.
on what this means. I can't wait. I definitely want to come to your webinar art class. So how do people join your art
I'm
class?
going to be,
Do they go on
so
Facebook?
go to my website, VickieEmanuel.com. It's all information is on there. I'm Vickie Miller too. I'm taking back my maiden name, so it's kind of confusing. But yeah, my Facebook fan page too is always very easy. But it's 4 p.m. May 12th. And it's a webinar, so you just have to register. It's only $50. You just need to have your painting supplies. I like acrylic paints, but you can use paint. Some people use water paints. What paints did you use? Acrylic? Okay. And grab a glass of wine. Like, this is fun. Like, when I do them in person too, and I've been doing them for years. So in person too, I'm all like, yeah, get some wine. Let's have some fun. And we all just come on. Yeah, I Zoom it. So I'm going to see everybody. Everybody will see me, and we'll see everybody. We Zoom it. I Zoom everybody in. And I start with a guided. We go into, like, I channel too. I channel the whole group. And we go into, guided meditation. I talk you what the process is. It's very easy. I have so many newbies, and they just have a blast. So it's not, don't be scared if you've never painted. The big thing is that's when the magic happens, because when you get into that inner child and you start painting and having all this fun, manifesting happens, like this healing and manifesting. And that's why I love it, because it's a bonus. You get both at the same time. And then you got to keep your painting.
Okay, what size?
Whatever you're drawn to. So that's the other thing. I love for you to listen to your intuition, and I teach you how to listen to your intuition. Just like how you said, we're going to put that critic to the side. If you feel like painting out anger and you're just like, I'm just going to make this as ugly as can be, it's whatever works for you. Because then I do a process where we first put our desire there. We paint over it. Like, you're going to paint, everybody does their own thing, but it doesn't matter. Whatever your intuition says. You can paint on canvases, but if you don't have canvases, you can paint. My daughter has like that art paper. I've even had people just do regular paper. Whatever you have at home, you only need a couple different paint brushes. I use a paper plate for the painting thing. If you have a paper plate or like an old plate, you need a paper towel, water, the normal thing. And the biggest thing is, it's all about fun. It's about letting that critique go to the side. It's not about being perfectionist. It's all about like having fun. And some of my clients' paintings are like, whoa, and they've never even painted before. I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't paint, but I love painting, Actually, I have a heart too. I'll show you my heart. My heart. Can you see my heart on my wall? Wait, can you see that?
Show me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I painted that years ago. That's one of my paintings. Yeah, I paint all kinds of things. I have tons of manifesting. And to let everybody know, that's a big one, but normally I do smaller. I had one here, but it's gone. The other thing to let everybody know too is I'm doing my own Oracle deck from all of my clients' paintings. And so they're painting, if they want to submit it into my Oracle card deck, which is Oracle cards, like Oracle cards, but instead it's going to be my own manifesting one, because my book, Manifest Anything You Want in 30 Days. So I'm going to have my own Oracle cards from my paintings for my clients, and I'll have messages on each one of them. So they'll have that too. So it's cool. So I want to bring them into my Oracle cards. So I'm definitely going to bring one of yours.
Very cool. All right, I'll keep working on painting. I love it. It's so much fun. Like, we have some canvases, but I just ordered a whole bunch more late last night, because I was like,
it would be good to bring. And I love how you brought heart medicine. So that's heart medicine into your place there, your space. And I would love for you to bring your kids, like your kids will start being like, ooh, I want some of that. Starting the kids into that really heals their inner child too. So that's awesome. And it's a way to get you into your power. Yeah. Love it.
Right. Perfect. So is there anything else about power that we should know?
So the biggest thing right now is, all right, so take back your power. One of the ways to take back your power is to blame others. Okay? And where do I need to show up in my life for me? Number one, where do I need to show up for me? And start working with showing up for yourself. The other thing is doing the colors, like I said, yellow with your solar plex. Start doing self-love, obviously, and start firming up your core and saying, I am powerful. I am powerful. Starting the mantra, I am powerful. And remember, baby steps, because most people just can't go from one, to an extreme to another thing. But once you start building up that confidence in yourself, because everything's energetically, also be in alignment with your posture. What's your posture saying? Because you all know when that person walks in that room and they're like, this posture just shines their light. You all know, like, whoa, they're powerful. They're confident. And so that's about getting out of also the labeling thing too. Like a lot of people are like, oh, they're a jerk because they're confident. There's a difference. There's a difference between ego and being confident. I think confidence is the most sexiest thing in a woman and a man anyways, right? Who wants a weak link?
Absolutely.
Right? Who wants to be
Totally.
weak? You don't.
Yeah.
Get in your power, be confident. So being in that energy and surrounding yourself with powerful thoughts, powerful words, whatever you're saying and feeling, that energy vibe that you're feeling inside, that's what you're going to manifest and bring to you. So it's rearranging that and being like, who am I giving my power away to? Getting out of fear, shutting off all that negativity in TV, people, situations, knowing that everything is feeding you. So if you are around people that make you feel powerless, get rid of them. You want to be around people that make you feel powerful and support you. And if that means no one, it's better than having anyone that's draining you. So it's about, because you will manifest powerful people. Whatever energy you're in, you're going to manifest more into you. So if you're around powerless people or people trying to like be jealous and suck you dry and keep your light small, then you're never going to be able to shine your light. You want to be around people that are powerful and shine their light and want the best for you. So it's stepping into and being with that and pulling them and being aware of like, wow, where have I been giving away my power? Who have I been giving away my power to? I'm going to take it back and I'm not going to hang out with that.
Right. Right.
Everybody.
So great. Well, I'm going to put all of that into practice today and until we meet again next Friday.
Yes,
and I'll have more paintings for you.
Yes,
and I'll see you.
I'll
see you at your paint party next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I will go to your website, VickieEmmanuel.com.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us on Heart and Soul with J and V today. Hope to see you next Friday at 11 a.m.